Questions from miscellaneous exercise we have to take up. The first one is asking you to show that this whole expression will come out to be 0. Okay, so we have 2 cos pi by 13, then cos 9 pi by 13, cos 3 pi by 13, cos 5 pi by 13. Okay, children, now what I have done is I have used 2 cos A cos B formula out here, right? It could have been done, someone maybe you can apply cos C plus cos D formula. Even that way you'll get it. Okay, either from product form we have moved on to sum of the ratios, or from the sum of the ratio we know we can apply formula and get the product. So anyhow it will give you the same, it will get cancelled anyhow. Okay, so I found that convenient, so I have applied my, so 2 cos A cos B is cos of A plus B, added these angles. So that becomes 10 pi by 13. Then cos of the difference of the angles. So pi minus 9 pi, that would become cos of minus 8 pi. But we know that cos minus theta is same as plus cos theta. So we need not write that negative sign there. So this is what we get. Now, next what we observe is, if you take 10 with 3, 10 plus 3, 13. So that means these are supplementary angles. Okay, so one can be written as the supplementary of the other. So I have rearranged, I have put 10 pi by 13 with 3 pi by 13, and likewise 8 plus 5 is also 13. So that means these two angles are also supplementary. Right, now next what we have to do is we will leave one of the angle as it is, and we will write the other one as the supplementary of the first, of the other one. Okay, so cos 10 pi can be written as pi minus 3 pi by 13, 13 minus 3. So tan pi by 13 is equivalent to pi minus 3 pi by 13. Likewise, this 8 can be written as pi minus 5 pi, or maybe 5 you could have written as pi minus 8. Okay, so एक angle को आपने as it is रखना है, and दूसरे वाले को उसका supplementary लिख देना है. You have to rearrange the ones which are maybe supplementary, maybe at times complementary also they come out to be. But for this particular question, they were coming supplementary, and that was helping us get our proof, because cos pi minus theta. So pi minus theta, it means it's going to second quadrant. In second quadrant, cos ratio is negative. So cos pi minus 3 pi by 13 will become minus cos 3 pi by 13. So these two would cancel out. Same thing will happen here. This will become minus of cos 5 pi by 13 to balance this plus, and hence this 0. Next, for the second one, children, we were given sine 3x and plus sine x in bracket and sine x outside, and cos 3x minus cos x and cos x outsides. Again, like in the previous one, I said in trigonometry we have so many formulas, and we can apply those different tricks to get the same proof. Some become lengthy, some are short, and whatever strikes you in the exam, you can do it. So same way in this question also, एक option हमारे पास ये है, सी, इसमें भी formula लग रहा है sin c plus sin d. So इसमें आप लगा सकते हो फिर cos c minus cos d, something or the other you will get, and you'll be able to solve it further. But what I have done right now here is I've distributed this sin x inside, and then we have applied which form it took, we applied those formulas. Okay, because I could see that when I'm distributing this sine inside, this is becoming sin 3x sin x and sin square x. The other one was becoming cos 3x cos x. So ye cos 3x cos x with sin 3x sin x. This is taking form of one formula. So I've rearranged them, put them together. And here in distributing, this is becoming cos square x with minus, of course. But if you take out negative sign, then this will become again another formula. So from these two, we have taken out minus sign. So this becomes cos square x, and this will then become minus. Minus of minus is plus. Okay. So ऐसा हमने क्यों लिखा? Because this is my formula for cos of 2x. And this also, this is now cos A cos B plus sin A sin B, which is your formula for cos of A minus B. Alright. So if you write it that way, this also becomes cos 2x. So plus of cos 2x minus of cos 2x, once again you end up getting 0. Okay, so as I said, हो सकता है कोई बच्चा इसमें फॉर्मूला लगा दे, कुछ और फॉर्म आएगी, उसको आप फिर मैनिपुलेट करके you can easily get your proof that way. Okay, now the next one, I think in this obvious choices, you have to open these squares. So this gives you cos square x plus cos square y plus 2 cos x cos y. A plus b, a minus b से हम open कर दे रहे हैं सीधे, applying a algebraic identities. So that is giving you sin square x plus sin square y minus 2 sin x sin y. अब इसमें कैसे rearrange करोगे? Obviously cos square x with sin square x. To apply cos square theta plus sin square theta is 1. Same way, these two put together, you get another 1. And from the remaining, from this term and this term, you can take 2 common, and then we'll be getting cos x cos y minus sin x sin y, which is again your formula cos of x plus y. So then from both of these, now 2 can be taken common, and ये आपके half angle formula का use हो जाएगा फिर यहाँ पे 1 plus cos theta. It becomes 2 cos square theta by 2. Okay, if you remember it in this form, well and good. Otherwise, इसमें half angle formula लगाओ तो आपका 1 and minus 1 cancel होके again you'll end up getting this, and that is giving you your proof. Okay, I'm taking up sixth one now. Fourth and fifth are exactly same as what we were discussing just now, so try them yourself. Same use of same formulas are there. Okay, now in this sixth one you had to show this whole expression coming as tan of 6x. So इसमें भी clearly हमको दिख रहा है, see 7 plus 5 is 12 and half of 12 6 जो हमें लाना है. Likewise 9 plus 3 12 and half of that 6. And already इसने group कर रखा है, so obvious choice sin c plus sin d, जैसा फॉर्म है वैसा फॉर्मूला लगा देंगे हम. Okay, so 2 sin c plus d by 2, so 12 half of 12 that is 6x, and sin sin में second term negative वाला cos का आता है, so cos of 7x minus 5x by 2 that is 2x by 2 which becomes cos x. Same way here वही फॉर्मूला लगा है, so we get 2 sin 6x and difference by 2. So that is what you get. Same way in the denominator also you have now cos c plus cos d form, and we'll apply that formula which gives all the terms of cos. So 2 cos sum of the angle by 2, difference of the angle by 2. Same way here 9x plus 3x by 2 and 9x minus 3x by 2. So that is what you're getting. And from here what are we observing? Numerator में 2 sin 6x हमारा कॉमन आ जा रहा है. Likewise denominator से 2 cos 6x कॉमन आ जा रहा है. And if I take that common, I'm left with cos x here and cos 3x here. Likewise denominator में भी this gone, we are left with cos x and here cos 3x. So this inside the bracket, this whole expression is exactly the same, would cancel out in front. 2 and 2 is also getting cancelled. We are left with sin upon cos becomes tan of 6x. That is what we had to prove. So that's also a simple proof, direct use of formula. See the seventh one now children. sin 3x sin 2x minus sin x. अभी इसमें भी आप कैसे भी फॉर्मूला लगा सकते हो बेटा. ओके, मे बी यू कैन अप्लाई फॉर्मूला टू द फर्स्ट टू और मे बी टू द लास्ट टू, फिर थोड़ा रीअरेंज करके देख के. But what I have done here is I have, because proof में सी proof, if you keep what you have to prove in mind, तो आधा आपको trick, your work is made easy that way. So I saw कि वहाँ मुझे sin x लाना है proof में, तो यहाँ मुझे sin x दिख रहा था, and then sin 2x में half angle formula होता है 2 sin x cos x, and इसका combination अगर मैं साथ में करूँ, so 3x minus x 2x by 2. So I would get x sin x again. Okay, so that is why I have applied formula to the first and the third, but you will get your proof anyhow. आप इसमें भी लगा सकते हो, इसमें भी लगा सकते हो. It depends आपका कितना लेंथी होगा, कितना शॉर्ट होगा, how you further manipulate that. Okay, so I have applied formula of sin c minus sin d. तो जब sin c minus होता है तो sin वाले टर्म में difference of angles आता है. So 2 sin 3x minus x by 2. So 2x by 2 that becomes sin x. So proof में लाना था, तो I was happy I'm getting sin x here. Then cos में sum of the angle by 2. So 4x by 2, so cos 2x आ गया. इसमें half angle formula लग गया. 2 sin x cos x. So now 2 sin x I can safely take common. That was required also in the proof. So you're left with cos 2x here and cos x here, जिसमें again आप cos c plus cos d formula लगा सकते हो. दोनों टर्म्स cos के आएंगे, sum of the angle by 2. So 2x plus x, that is 3x by 2. 2x minus x, that is x by 2. And that is what we wanted in our proof. Okay. Now the next set of questions that is following. They have given you tan x, maybe in some cos, sin, whatever they'll give you. And they are asking you to find half angle of that. Okay. And half angle formulas भी आपने पढ़े हैं. There are so many half angle formulas, but we will see which one makes our work most convenient. We are going to apply that. So we were supposed to find all three ratios, sine, cos and tan of half of the angle. आपको वैल्यू दी है उसने tan x की, बट x/2 निकालने को बोल रहा है. ओके, एंड ऑफ कोर्स यहाँ पे क्वाड्रेंट्स बताएगा एज वी नो इन 11th नाउ. ओके, सो इट हैज़ बीन सेड x इज इन सेकेंड क्वाड्रेंट, इसलिए देखो tan रेशियो में नेगेटिव साइन आया है. ओके, tan is negative in second quadrant, so tan x is 4/3. So to find rest of the ratios, I have again used triplet out here. So tan is perpendicular upon base, so I would guess from here that perpendicular's length would be 4k times base will be 3k, so Pythagorean triplet mein hypotenuse will come out to be 5k. Now we can find any and every ratio. We'll come to that later. Now first we need to decide about our angle in which quadrant it is coming, so that we can decide for the sign कि हमें पॉजिटिव लेना है रेशियो या नेगेटिव. तो ये जो उसने रेंज दी थी ये तो x की दी थी. We were told x is in second quadrant. Second quadrant means the angle will be ranging from pi/2 to pi. Okay, this way. But आपको निकालना है x/2. तो you need to know कि x/2 कहाँ fall करेगा. So divide this throughout by 2. So this will become pi/4, pi/2 upon 2. So that half of that will become pi/4, x/2, and this will become pi/2. So pi/4 to pi/2. अब ये रेंज क्या है? ये आपका फर्स्ट क्वाड्रेंट है. दिस इज pi/4 एंड दिस इज pi/2. तो यहाँ कहीं आपका एंगल रेंज कर रहा है. ओके, सो दैट मीन्स फर्स्ट क्वाड्रेंट में आएंगे ये हाफ एंगल्स. तो फर्स्ट क्वाड्रेंट में सारी रेशियोज पॉजिटिव होती है. वी नीड नॉट वरी अबाउट द साइन, ऑल द रेशियोज विल कम आउट टू बी पॉजिटिव. ओके, नाउ अभी इसमें एज आई सेड कि कितने सारे हाफ एंगल फॉर्मूलाज होते हैं. आप कोई भी फॉर्मूला यूज करके अपना सोल्यूशन निकाल सकते हो. ओनली यू हैव टू कीप इन माइंड इन विच क्वाड्रेंट आवर एंगल इज एंड अकॉर्डिंगली गिव इट प्लस माइनस साइन एज वेल. Okay, but the most convenient one is children, if whichever ratio you have, अगर आपके पास cos ratio है तो cos के half angle formulas for calculation point of view से सबसे easy होते हैं. See, you had a formula for tan also, tan x or tan of 2 theta is equal to 2 tan theta by 2 theta upon 1 minus tan square theta. but वो इतना बड़ा quadratic expression आएगा, so उसमें calculation lengthy हो जाएगा बहुत आपका. Okay, so इससे आपके shortest पड़ते हैं. So whichever ratio you have, you are advised to convert it that to cos ratio. Okay, like यहाँ मुझे tan दिया था उसने, तो मैंने क्योंकि ट्रिपलेट निकाल लिया था, now I can find what my cos x will be like. So cos x will be minus of cos x is base upon hypotenuse. Okay, so base was 3 and hypotenuse will be 5. So cos x will become minus 3/5. Okay, अब cos निकालने का एडवांटेज ये है कि with the help of this इनके साइन एंड cos के हाफ एंगल्स निकालने हमारे ईजी हो जाते हैं. These are the most convenient formulas. Okay, so now using half angle formula for cos x, which is 2 cos square x/2 minus 1, or maybe 1 minus 2 sin square x/2. cos के 3 formulas होते हैं in terms of sin as well as cos, only in terms of cos or only in terms of sin. So जब मुझे cos निकालना है, I'll use this. When I want to find sin, I'll be using this. Okay, तो इसका फॉर्म हम चेंज कर लेते हैं because that was in question, x/2 was in question and ये given था. So from here minus will go here, so it will become 1 plus cos x/2. ये 2 भी उधर चला जाएगा का अंडर रूट, एंड आई हैव पुट प्लस माइनस साइन. वी विल चूज आइदर पॉजिटिव और नेगेटिव डिपेंडिंग अपॉन वेयर आवर एंगल इज इन विच क्वाड्रेंट. ओके, so that is how it is. And likewise from here sine will go there and this cos x will come here. So these formulas you must have seen by now. Okay, these are very important formulas, you should learn them thoroughly. So sine x/2 comes out to be under root of 1 minus cos x upon 2. Plus minus again we'll decide. And this time because it was first quadrant, so we'll take all positive values. So we've taken positive of. Now put the value. अब यहाँ पे भी value रखते समय आपको sign भी ध्यान में रखना है. Okay, if it was negative you'll put that negative sign, otherwise फिर आपका mistake हो जाएगा. Okay, cos x was minus, so we'll take it as minus 3/5. Do your calculations. That becomes 5 minus 3 plus 5, that's 2/2, and into यहाँ 5 of course होगा, so 2 and 2 is getting cancelled, so you're left with 1 upon root 5. Okay, for the other one here this will become minus minus plus. Now sign निकालते समय, so this will be 5 plus 3 8 8 upon 5 into 2, so this 2 cancels that out as 4 times, and under root of 4 becomes 2, and upon root 5 बचा है. Okay, now once you know your cos and sine, then you have to find your tan, which easily you can by sine upon cos. ओके, इसीलिए हमने बोला कि ये सबसे कन्वीनियंट होता है कि अगर आप कॉस रेशियो निकाल लो तो कॉस एंड साइन पहले निकल जाते हैं ये हाफ एंगल फॉर्मूला से, एंड देन कॉस साइन इफ यू नो, देन फाइंडिंग टैन इज नो प्रॉब्लम. सो टैन विल बी साइन अपॉन कॉस. साइन केम आउट टू बी 2 upon root 5. कॉस was 1 upon root 5. root 5 cancels to give you tan x/2 as 2. Okay, now this next one more I'm taking, where in this time our work is easy because straight away we have been given cos x. Okay, and x is said to be in third quadrant, so the same way निकालना x by 2 था तो हम पहले x by 2 का रेंज फाइंड करेंगे. x is in third quadrant means third quadrant goes from pi to 3 pi by 2. Okay, third quadrant pi to 3 pi by 2. तो x by 2 कितना हो जाएगा, pi by 2 and 3 pi by 4. So pi by 2 is this line and 3 pi by 4 will be something less than pi. तो ये आपका सेकेंड क्वाड्रेंट में है. तो जो एंगल हमने इवेल्युएट करना है वो सेकेंड क्वाड्रेंट में है, तो हम उसी के अकॉर्डिंग सेकेंड में साइन इज पॉजिटिव तो हम साइन को पॉजिटिव रखेंगे एंड कॉस एंड टैन हमारे नेगेटिव आएंगे. राइट, नाउ दैट वी नो एंड एज आई सेड यहाँ पे कॉस गिवन था तो हमारा स्ट्रेट अवे ये फॉर्मूलाज लग जाएंगे. नाउ sin x by 2 is 1 minus under root of 1 minus cos x by 2. Put the values, 1 minus along with the sign. So minus minus becomes plus. 3 plus 1, 4 by 3. Do your calculation. 2 gets cancelled. So under root of 2 upon 3, we usually don't leave that root sign. ऐसा भी आप छोड़ सकते हो, otherwise rationalize कर दिया है. So this becomes into 3 upon 3. So 3 2s are 6 and upon 3. देन कॉस में नेगेटिव साइन लगाओगे क्योंकि हमने गैस किया था हमारा एंगल इज इन सेकंड क्वाड्रेंट कॉस रेशियो इज नेगेटिव. सो माइनस ऑफ अंडर रूट ऑफ 1 प्लस कॉस के लिए यहाँ पे प्लस आता है 1 प्लस कॉस एक्स बाई 2. पुट द वैल्यू अगेन 1 प्लस माइनस ऑफ 1 बाई 3. सो 3 minus 1 that is 2 upon 3 upon 2. So that 2 and 2 gets cancelled. So we are left with minus of 1 upon root 3. या rationalize करके ऐसा बना लो. Then again tan is sin upon cos. 3 root 3 would cancel out root 3 from here, so only root 2 remains.